Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a very special new Let's Play series with Zebu Nation. This is, of course, Football Manager 2019, and I'm going to be doing an American Journeyman series, but not just any American Journeyman series. I'm going to be using the brand new database from Uncle Sam FM. You can follow him on Twitter. He's got links to the database. It's a very cool idea. It's something that definitely appeals to me because what he's done is he's put in a lot of work to make a more realistic American soccer pyramid. He's got a lot of the new teams, a lot of the new structures that have been in place, some new leagues that have been put in place in North America that maybe, FM hasn't quite caught up to yet because, a lot of these changes just happened over the summer, so it's kind of hard for Sports Interactive to put them in the game. And Sports Interactive doesn't really pay that much attention to, lower leagues in North America. So we're going to look at this and definitely check out Uncle Sam FM. He's got links to the database on his Twitter. But let's get to it. We're going to start a career mode. This is going to be a low-level Journeyman save. Going to go to the advanced setup here. Take a look at everything. And I'm going to try to start as low as possible and work my way up through the pyramid. Now, there's no promotion or relegation in North America, at least in the United States. So we're going to have to really work our way up as a coach and not necessarily build teams up and move teams up the way you might be used to in other saves. So it's going to be definitely interesting. We're going to load Canada, Mexico, and the USA. We're going to get England out of there. We don't need you. Get out of here. Confirm that. Going to go with a large database to get as many players as possible. I'm going to add players to playable teams because what I found and what he has stated in his database is that a lot of teams end up with just gray players on their teams. And I don't necessarily want that. I want the teams to have players. So we're going to add players to playable teams and see how that works. See if that, hopefully it doesn't break anything. I don't think it'll break anything, but we shall see. Do not add key staff. That's fine, I guess. Or maybe I should add key staff. Yeah, sure. We'll add key staff just to, just to make sure everybody's got staff. Everybody's got players and stuff like that. Hopefully that doesn't prevent me from getting a job. That would suck. But actually, I think I'm going to maybe choose my team to start with because the databases I've started with have been, I think, a little too high. The teams, that is, that I've started with in some test runs that I've done with this database. Basically, it's all been League One stuff, like not even the lower divisions than that. So maybe League One is a little bit too high of a place to start for my coach, but we shall see. I'm going to set up the league and competitions. This might take a while. So maybe we'll pause it here and come back when everything's ready. How about that? That sounds like a good idea. So pause. Okay, we're back. Here is the coach we're going to use. We're going to use Zebu Jr., 24 years old. National C license, semi-professional player. So I got a few statistics going on here. 6 determination. I raised that up a little bit just to make sure I've got a little bit of determination as we go forward. But other than that, it's pretty standard character. So we're going to use that. And then we're going to choose a team. I'm going to try to go, let's see, national team. I'm going to be Team USA coach. No. I'm going to go USA. And I'm very tempted to choose a Division I soccer team. I've always been a huge fan of college sports. I've sort of missed that recently because of a lawsuit that went on with EA Sports and, players in college not getting compensated for their likenesses in video games. Basically, there have been no college sports video games for a few years now, maybe 5 years. It's been a long time since there have been any sort of college sports video games. So it might be very cool to pick a university. And look at this. Hometown University, Michigan State. Amateur. Can only buy players under 23. You shouldn't be able to buy school. Secure finances. DeMartin Stadium. There it is, our home stadium. Good training facilities. Good youth facilities. We're going to see how this works. Now, Uncle Sam mentions in his database notes that they treat these teams for the universities as amateur under 23s. So we'll see how that works out. But this definitely sounds like what I want to do. So we're going to do Michigan State University. Go to our coaching style. This is all set up. We're going to confirm that. Would you like to start playing? Yes, please start playing. So this is outstanding. I'm very happy about this. Let's save the game. Okay, here we are taking over for Michigan State University. I'd formally like to welcome you to Michigan State. The board would like to assure you that you can rely on their full backing, yada, yada, yada. Let's take a look at old MSU. Year founded 1956. That's an interesting year. That's not the year the university was founded, because the university was founded in like 18 something. I can't remember what year. I've only lived in this town for like 30, 40 years. So, anyway, 1956 is probably the beginning of the soccer team, not necessarily the university. But anyway, let's take a look at said university. Club backgrounds. We got, look at this. We got the championships. We got a club background founded in 1956. Michigan State University Spartans are an amateur American club currently playing in NCAA Division I soccer. They suffered relegation from the Big Ten Conference last season and will need to adjust to life in NCAA D1 soccer. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. The club played their home games at DeMartin Soccer Stadium. That is true. Maybe we'll do a little stadium tour of DeMartin. I could actually go there. Like, I could almost walk there from my house, honestly. But anyway, they've got good training facilities, good youth facilities, adequate junior coaching, affectionately known as the Spartans, retain a fierce rivalry with the University of Michigan Wolverines. This is actually pretty amazing that all of this is in the database. Like, he had to go out and do all this himself, so this is crazy to bring all these like stats that are not in the game, as far as I know. He had to go out and get this stuff, so that's pretty good. Club enjoyed its best spell of success in the 60s. Okay, yeah, in the 60s. I just blanked there because it wasn't even founded until 56. So that's not a lot of time to get the program up and running. But anyway, their last competition win coming as recently as 2012. Spartans are a club with a growing history. Won the D1 championship in 67 and 68. Runner-up in 2 other occasions. Won the Big Ten Conference in 2008 and the Big Ten Tournament in 2004, 8, 10, and 12. That's true. The MSU soccer program is on the rise. They recently just made the Final Four of the national tournament. So they're definitely having some good seasons coming up, and we're going to try to keep that going here. So let's take a look at the squad. We don't have any tactics set up, but this is going to go to sort of the philosophy of the save here. So what I wanted to do with this save was I wanted to do a tactics journeyman, which is like, I'm not going to do the general manager stuff that I normally do. I'm not going to do all the drafting and not do all the trading and the transfers and all that stuff. I wanted to give that stuff away to the general managers and just do my own coaching. I'm just going to be a coach, not necessarily a manager, and manipulate the game the way I normally do when I play through transfers and whatnot. But that's a little tough at the lower levels, especially like at a university program. You don't necessarily have a general manager per se because you have to recruit all your players. So as a head coach, you're going out there and you're sort of hand-picking these kids, or you're sending your assistants to hand-pick these kids and give them scholarships to come and play for you. So it's a little bit different dynamic than what you're used to. I don't know how that's going to be simulated here, but we'll give it a shot. But as I go up the ranks, I want to hand over a lot of those duties to general managers. But if I manage some small club that doesn't have a general manager, then I'll take care of it, I guess. But if the club has a general manager in place, I'm going to let that general manager do all the trades and all the transfers and all that stuff. But we're going to focus on tactics, but I guess we need to look at our squad and our roster. Not a huge squad, not a gigantic roster here. We got one grayed out player, a gray shirt, if you will, 17 years old, a freshman, definite possibility. He's probably a walk-on. Like, that's how I'm gonna phrase this. This kid is a walk-on. He doesn't have a scholarship. He's just on the team playing, as sort of a practice player. Let's see. We got Björgvin Bjarnson, goalkeeper. 17 years old, another freshman. Looks actually pretty good. 15 handling, 15 reflexes. I like this kid. That's an outstanding rookie right there. Who's our best players? Whoa. Bradford Booth. Get out of here. Who's our best player? Tony Dillon, right back, is our best player. 20 years old. So he's like, I suppose, a junior. I don't know how they would do that. Like, 20, usually they graduate at 23. Or 22, somewhere around there. So, this kid could be a junior. He could be a sophomore, depending on when he came in. Usually you come in at age 18, 19, 20, 21. Unless you redshirt, then you're 22 years old. I don't know how this is going to fit, how this is going to work. But anyway, 20 years old, 17 bravery. This kid's got really good mental attributes, determination, leadership, teamwork. He's a good tackler. Jumping reach is an issue. Jumping reach is a humongous issue here. 5'2" fullback. I'm not real excited about that. But he is a team leader, so we'll, let him be. Frank Miller, 21-year-old, attacking center mid. Not the paciest kid, but again, good leadership and teamwork. Decent technicals. At least he's got good technique. Some long shots, some first touch. Again, not thrilled. But this is what happens when you take over a program. Sometimes you got kids that don't necessarily fit your style, and it becomes a question. Do you try to make the kids fit your style, or do you change your style to fit the kids you've got? It's a big question. Anyway, Mikhail Bernard, center striker, 21 years old, 14 finishing, only 11 pace. Again, good teamwork, determination, flair. So this is, they've recruited some good, solid citizens as their kids here. Decision-making, leadership, work rate. This is Sebastian Torres. He is a winger. Here's a kid. He's got some pretty decent physicals. Again, not the pace that I like, only 10 pace. But, he's got some abilities to work with. I suppose Brad Edwards. Is that the guy we just looked at? That's the guy we just looked at. There's another goalkeeper, Alan Jelic, 18 years old. Another potential freshman. Yeah, pretty good, too. 14 reflexes, only 10 handling. Agility's okay. He's all right, I suppose. Matt Green, center defense, 21 years old. Good marking, good jumping reach. He's all right. John Stone, left back. So do we have a full team, I guess is the question. And the answer to that is definitely no. We only have 2 central defenders on the team, 2 right backs. Let's go by position here. 2 goalkeepers, 2 right backs, 3 center defenders, one of which is a walk-on, 1 left back, 1 DM, 2 right midfielders, center mid, left mid, attacking center, left striker. So yeah, this would be a really weird formation. I don't know how we bring in players. I don't know any of that stuff. So let's take a look. Dynamics, abysmal. Match cohesion, Yeah. Okay. Top influencers, Green and Miller. Let's take a look at the hierarchy. This should be interesting. No team leaders because we got a brand new team. No highly influential players. We'll figure that out. So maybe like all of our seniors have graduated. The coach has decided to move on, with his seniors, and now we're sort of left with, whatever's left in the program. Speaking of program, when's our schedule going on? Look at this schedule. I love this. I love this college schedule. Now, they don't have the Big Ten Conference, or do they? No, there's the Big Ten Conference. So we are in the Big Ten Conference. This is good. I like this. This is the way it should be. I'm excited about that. Okay. NCAA soccer non-conference games. So we got several non-conference games, and then the Big Ten Conference regular season starts up. So in college sports, you don't necessarily like have control over your own schedule, especially the conference schedule. The conference schedule gets handed to you, and then a lot of times you sort of negotiate with other schools for non-conference games, what could be considered, they're not friendlies, and they're not necessarily preseason games because they count against your record. So there's not really an equivalent in a lot of other sports, but they're just sort of preseason games that count. Let's put it that way. Anyway, it looks like we can also have a few friendlies in there. Let's see. We go, this is pretty much the schedule. We go from August to November. So, like, the summer is free for our players. Our players can go out and play for other amateur teams during the summer, and a lot of the best college players do. So it's sort of an interesting dynamic you have going on here. We'll see. But it looks like we might have some time to recruit some players, bring in some last-minute guys. We do have a friendly coming up with Kalamazoo FC in February. That's odd. That's an odd time for a friendly. But anyway, I guess they're just giving us something to do. March, April, May, June, July, August. So we have all summer to do Lord knows what. But anyway, we're going to pause it here. I don't know, maybe... Oh boy, I don't know. This is an interesting introduction. But anyway, we're going to figure some stuff out and come back with an actual plan of what we're going to do. And then, I'll come back. So it's going to be a very weird first episode. And I don't know. I haven't planned this out. So we're going to end it here. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.